Hello everyone, we're here in my driveway. Yes, we go to a lot of exotic locales on this channel, but this might be the most exotic. But we're here with Darryl and Brian, and I'll give you one guess at what company they are affiliated with. We're doing a few upgrades on the Tenere and the Rally today to make it so that I can see and be seen. Thanks for being here, guys. Decision time. We have to decide, are we going yellow, amber, safety amber, or are we going white?
There's a couple of reasons why you might want to consider one over the other. The selective amber is going to allow people to see you much better on the street. It also has some benefits at night if you're riding anywhere where there's particles in there, dust, snow.
I never see
rain.
any dust when I'm riding.
Yeah, I do occasionally, but white is the standard staple, works really well. One thing nice about these lights is we've got 10 and 25 degree emitters in one light, so you're getting a very nice flood pattern and some good distance with no hot spots.
How many lumens are these?
Well, lumens is about the worst way in the world you can rate a light.
Well, I'll just leave that out there.
You know, it's a good question because everybody asks and we try to stay away from it. A lumen in an auxiliary light really doesn't tell you anything. It tells you how much power the emitter should put out if it's ran at 100%. What often a company will do is say, okay, hey, this is a Cree XP whatever emitter, and it can run at 1,000 lumens, say. Well, you can't run it at 1,000 lumens because it'll burn itself out. The lumen rating also doesn't take into effect the optics that are in the light, which is really the most critical, and what you're actually driving it at. So oftentimes we'll see a light that might put out 1,000 lumens that beats up what somebody else says is a 4,000 lumen light. And there's no way for you, the customer, to judge that.
Oh.
So what you need is a lux rating, a lux chart, an isograph basically, that shows you what that beam pattern is going to be at a certain distance. That's really the only way you can judge a light other than seeing them for yourself.
The more you know. See?
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't know what you don't know.
So I really like the amber lights because they're visible and they still work really well at night. So right now we've got this set up on a dimmer. So what you're seeing there is the dimmer checking in, telling us everything's working right. Didn't add any switches to the bike. So there we've got a low beam, there we've got a high beam, all using the factory switch. We can adjust that low beam anywhere from off to 100% and 10% increments. That's the amber. Changing around. You can kind of make a choice. Classic white.
Man, that is bright.
What's it going to be, Ben?
I definitely need to be seen more than I need to see at night, so I think I'm going amber. I think that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And when I am riding, there's a lot of dust, so
Yeah.
it makes sense to me.
I think it looks good too.
Yeah, let's do that. Thank you.
Right on.
That's awesome. Yes, thanks, Chewy. Darryl, what are we doing to the Rally?
Putting the Aurora DRL lights on here. So I think we're going to set it up so that your DRL rings are on switch power, so they'll always be on. And then when you hit high beam, the main auxiliary light will automatically come on.
Can they flash like turn signals?
You can. We have a controller that does it. So we have this controller for these lights that will make these flash conspicuously, so they have that conspicuously flicker to them, and then flash along with your turn signals. And then you can switch that over to this becoming a driving light, and you can have it at the lower setting, and then 100% when you go to high beams.
Damn.
And then no matter what, the turn signal takes priority. So anytime you take turn signal, the main driving light will drop out and the halo flashes as a turn signal.
That's cool.
That's our IQ 375, and it's designed to work with these lights. But you can run it with several sets of lights. It doesn't have to necessarily be these. Like you could run this as the dimmer, and you could have another orange light over here, or run your factory.
So you have options, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Moss options.
Moss options.
Oh shit! You took the windshield off?
I did.
Okay.
I noticed it's kind of
Yeah, we're gonna have to work to get it back on.
push.
Hold on.
Try to see if I can see these wires out the way.
Okay, we are all done. So 3 bikes set up with all new awesome stuff from Cyclops and Skeen. All new stuff from Cyclops and Skeen. And Darryl is going to walk us through what we've added to the bikes here. So what have I got to look forward to testing over the next forever?
What we've got here is our Pegasus light setup, which actually we don't even offer this on the website. Typically our T7 kits are done with our Aurora lights, which are on the Rally there. But we'll add this one because a lot of guys are running crash bars, and these are great lights to give a really good area lighting for anything you're going to want to do. And then we've got them with the selective amber lenses too, which really make a difference. What we've got here, they've set up on a dimmer, all plug and play. So right now, this dimmer's just checking in with us. Get the bike fired up. We haven't added any switches to the bike at all. We've got a low beam and a high beam at the flick of the factory switch. You can set low beam anywhere from off to 100% and 10% increments. Then in the back, we've got the Skeen P3 system, P3 TS, which stands for turn signal. We should have a running light. Right now we've got the conspicuousy flicker on. That's programmable on or off. We've got brake lights. There's a couple flashes which you can change. You can either have it just come on solid or give a couple alerts. And we should have a turn signal. Now on the Rally, we've got the Auroras with the DRL rings. The idea here is that you're running around in low beam with the DRL rings. Then when you hit your high beam switch, the main auxiliary light comes on.
Damn, that's bright. You can't see it on camera, but I can't even look at it.
No switches required. Those are 20 watts a piece. Probably reach out about 500 feet or so. So when you're at night and you're on high beam, you're definitely going to be seeing.
For the record, this was already messed up, and I haven't bothered to fix it yet. So that has nothing to do with this install. It just, the running light on the right didn't work when I bought the thing, Eddie.
Anyway, no switches added to the bike. That's kind of what we like to do.
That's cool.
We don't like to add switches to dim, the turn lights on. It's kind of archaic.
I need that real estate for my phone mount and everything else.
Right, exactly. So then on the 450L, what we've done is another Skeen P3 TS, which stands for turn signal. So here what we've got, we've left the conspicuousy flicker on. We really like that. It allows people to see you better, and it really does keep people off your ass, the cagers. We should have brake lights working, a couple flashes.
That's cool.
Turn signal.
Yeah, and it's a big improvement because this tail tidy light is not very bright, so you can't miss these. And again, it's not going to come across on camera, but it's too bright to look at.
What's cool about these, when you're back behind them, somebody with the Skeen product on there, and they've got them in the conspicuousy flicker, it looks like the bike is almost doing like a little bit of a hovering figure 8 type of thing. Oh. So it gives you a bigger footprint. It really stands out.
What top 3 most common motorcycle accidents we get into is being rear-ended at stoplights and stuff. Not with this setup. That's not going to happen. And what I really like is this is my trail bike, and I didn't want to add anything extra or big to it. That literally adds not even a full inch of width, and it's not in the way at all. I really like that. It's very clean.
Yeah, you'll like that. That'll make you safer. I did not like that taillight you had. So that's why we decided we only bring 2 P3s, and out of the bikes, this one really needed it the worst.
Yeah, appreciate that.
The most, I should say.
You may have saved my life. Who knows? At least my ass. I'm super stoked to put this stuff to the test, and you guys know I don't ride well, so it's going to get dropped and crashed and stuff, and so really excited to play with these setups, to get out, maybe even ride at night, which I never do. Thank you to Darryl and Brian for coming all the way down here to put this stuff on the bikes. I don't think that's a service that they generally offer all the time, at least not 5 hours from home like this, but really cool to have this stuff set up. And it's a local company. They're in Washington. It is locally owned and operated, and I love working with local companies that make sense for the type of riding and the stuff that we do. These guys ride, their bikes are right over there. They rode down last night, and they're going to hit the Oregon BDR on the way back. So put a link to the Cyclops website, and I will link everything that they've got here in the description of this video, but you're going to be seeing more of this stuff, and I'm really looking forward to working with you guys. So thanks again for coming down. That's super awesome. It is nighttime and therefore dark. Let's go see how these lights do. It is nighttime and therefore it is dark, and that is because the sun is down. This is the running light ambers and my stock headlight in low beam. Let's put on the high beam. Holy shit. Low beam, high beam. Look at how much it fills out on the sides here. Like, I could trail ride at night with this, easy. Low beam, high beam. And keep in mind, it's one switch with these Cyclops lights, one switch. And it's already on the bike because it's the factory switch. Wow, that is significantly better. So I'm bad at cameraing, as you all know, so I didn't adjust the ISO settings on my camera. So this video is not really doing it justice, but if you pay attention just to the difference between the low and the high beam here, it is incredibly significant. Just imagine this much brighter, like, daytime light. It's just a really cool, huge difference, and I just wanted to at least throw this clip in so you'd have some idea. I'll try to get some better footage later. But one more thank you to Darryl and Brian for coming down and hooking this up, making this happen, and I'm excited to put this stuff to the test and show you all the advantages and benefits of it as I continue to ride and test on all these bikes. But for now, and as always, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Check out the website, all the links in the description, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Oh, thank you.
Excellent!